Hi, my name is Nancy. This is my daughter Sarah. We're volunteers at the Humane Society for Greater Nashua, a wonderful shelter in the community of Nashua. As volunteers, we do multiple things. We volunteer at the shelter, taking care of the animals, and basically doing some housekeeping. Another great thing that we love to do is we foster kittens. When kittens are surrendered to the shelter and they're too young, their immune system is not strong enough to fight off sicknesses. So what happens is fosters like us are called and asked to take in the kittens and to take care of them until they're of age for adoption. As you can see, we're in the foster room, and what we've done is we've built these drawers, put them on the walls because kittens and cats like to be pretty high off the ground. So we've got a really good setup here. They have the room to themselves along with their mom. Fostering for us is the best part of volunteering. We've been asked to put together a craft video for the kids out there, something pretty simple, and what we're going to be building are catnip bow ties. These are specifically for cats, not if you have a dog. Sorry, you can't do it for your dogs. But if you want, you can make a bunch of them and drop them off at the shelter because the kittens and the kitties love them. So the first thing you do is we're going to get just regular fleece. You can get this at any store, craft stores or just regular stores. Doesn't matter if the color, I don't know if anybody knows this, but cats don't see the same colors as us. So most of the time when we're buying things in the store, we're making things, we're pretty much making it to satisfy ourselves. So cats don't care what the color is. All they care about is that they have something to play with and that it's loaded with catnip. Fun fact though, not every cat likes catnip. So if you make one and you give it to your kitty and he ignores it and doesn't play with it, does not mean that they don't like it. It just means that they're not one of the ones who love the catnip. So all you need to do is you've got your fleece, some catnip, and safety scissors. You want to make sure that you don't cut yourselves out there. Okay, we keep the cap on until we're ready to use this. So I've already cut up some strips of fleece. And again, doesn't matter what the color is, you make it to the way that you want to. What I'm doing is I just cut the fleece in strips. Doesn't matter how big it is, as big, as wide as you want. This is probably about 3 inches. Again, it doesn't matter what it looks like. I'm going to take off my safety tips from my scissors. First thing you're going to do is, again, it doesn't really matter how big, how small you make it, as long as we can tie it for the kitties, okay? I usually do it's probably about 6 inches. So I'm just gonna cut down and I'm gonna end up with a piece like this.
Put your caps back on your scissors.
Next step, open your catnip. I like to put a lot of catnip in because the kitties can smell it a lot better, a lot stronger. So take a pinch, don't worry about your fingers, you can always wash afterwards, and put it in the middle, like so. So the next step, you fold the bottom up halfway and hold the catnip in place with your finger and just press down to try to keep it in place. The next step is take the top and fold it over, and you'll see that you have a seam. You want to keep this nice and tight because you don't want the catnip to fall out. Then what I do is I twist and I twist. Then you tie a bow. Depending how long it is on both sides, it might take a little bit longer, so don't make them too short. And then I just tighten them on both sides. What I like to do is I just like to trim it. I also have a lot of fun scissors that are rigid or wavy, so I like to make them a little decorative. Again, for me, more than my kitties. And then you have a catnip bow tie. So as you can see, that's a pretty quick craft to do. We're all done. Go ahead, buy your fleece, make a bunch of bow ties, and throw them to your kitties.